Saturday, guys. I hate when I accidentally touch stuff on my phone and then I watch a whole bunch of people's stories. But anyway, good morning. I'm going to share this live onto my page. And then we want to go from there. And I'm going to show you guys how to pinch a brush. I know it's early and oh, psh, Ashley, there you go. Ashley been waiting. Look, you on time. I see you, girl. I got you. I'm going to send you a brush. You want a brush? Okay, I got to figure out how to share this on my page. Once I share this on my page, we gonna get into what I owe Ashley for dropping purple hearts because she remembered. Happy Saturday. I'm going. How do I do this, y'all? I'm so like, I say this every time. This is really sad because I do say this every time that I should be faster at this, and I'm not any faster. Well, these are number 16 brushes. Ashley's gonna get a brush in her goodie bag. Because I really did come on here to give stuff out. But I'm only going to be here for like 15 minutes. But not if I can't figure out how to share this live. So, let me see. Give me 1 second. And my Wi-Fi is like not even doing bad. It's literally just me. But I'm about to show you guys how to pinch brushes. And I'm going to give you a little bit of brush anatomy. Okay, there we go. I think I'm getting somewhere. I am not getting nowhere. Wow, this is crazy. Okay. I got an idea. Now let me go back to my page. See if I could do it from there. I did it. I did it. Okay. Boom. Hey, Chanel. Good morning. Good morning, Nakia. Oh, snap. Okay, while we're here, I'm gonna put up some more goodie bags on the website. Mom told me last night that we had a few more in inventory. So I get to put up a couple more, and you guys are the first to know. So if you missed out on the goodie bags and you're watching right now, you may have gotten lucky. I'm gonna put up a couple. I know I'm taking a long time. Y'all should have did all of this before I even got on live. I know, but I'm actually in a rush. All right. Okay, all right. It looks like they're back in stock, y'all. Okay. All right. One more thing. Let me put it in. No, I'm not gonna put it in front. If you guys are watching, so I don't have to put it up broad and bright on the website. I hope I didn't show you all that I just did. Anyways, y'all, thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna be very quick. I have a Sea Tonez brush. Hey, YouTube. Hey, Facebook. Okay, so I have a Sea Tonez brush. This is an MS-16. If you guys know anything about my brushes, you guys know this is my favorite brush in the world. And it's a brush that we have discontinued because we have so many problems with our supplier. This brush was designed from this part to this part. Really, we designed this part too, but we just chose a pre-made pattern, and then we customized the bristles, right, to my liking, with the fibers that I want, the thickness that I want, and all that good stuff. So we had a couple problems with the manufacturer, and they weren't big issues, right? And then the issues just were getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then at that point, we just felt like, you're just taking our money, so we're not going to deal with you anymore. Because out of me and my mom, like, I'm the very impatient one in the business. And I just feel like I'm not going to spend my money with somebody who's not treating me right? Like, I'm not going to spend my money on stuff I don't want or something that's not to my liking. And y'all, these the invoices on these brushes were not no invoices to be playing about. Like, these brushes had to be perfect. So when I saw that he was sending me like samples to kind of redo the brush and weird stuff, I'm like, why do we have to redo the brush? Well, I wanted you to manufacture it a certain way. You've been doing a good job. You've been messing up here and there, but you've been doing all right. Now you want to completely change everything. And it was a lot. Then the brushes were taking, y'all know, the brushes were taking like 6-7 months to get to us. It was a lot. So we don't deal with him anymore. We don't deal with them anymore. So we are, goodness gracious, we found a new brush supplier, and then, well, not a brush supplier, a brush manufacturer, and their quality was also dwindling, and I just can't have that, y'all. Like, if Sea Tonez is going to have their name on a brush, it's got to be the brush. And that's why we go so hard on doing the manufacturing process or doing the design process with the manufacturer, because I don't want anybody else's brush with my name on it. I want our name on our brush. So this is the last of the MS Pros. We have been slowly but surely hurting them out. And this is my favorite brush. This one is the MS16. My favorite is the 14, but this is the MS16. And this is the one I thought was going to be my favorite. And I just love the 14 so much. But this is the 16, and this one's on sale for $39 for our birthday, which was on 3/9. And I'm going to pinch them for you. I'm going to show you a little bit of brush anatomy. When they come starched. This is starch that you guys usually see in your brushes. I'm sorry, guys. You guys usually see brushes super hard and to a point when you first get them. That's because they are starched. They're starched to be this way so that they don't lose shape or lose form. But if it's good fiber and good fur, it doesn't matter if it's all fuzzy and out of whack. If you pop in some acetone and some monomer, it'll condition itself and it'll go back together and work the way it's supposed to. You know, that's why we take pride in our brushes, because they honestly don't need to be starched. But of course, for presentation purposes, they are starched. So this is number 16. The bristles are a little bit longer than the 14. It's a little bit thicker in the middle, the body of the brush. So this is the tip, the very tip of the brush. This is the body of the brush. These are the bristles. You guys already know that. This is the barrel. This metal part is the barrel, and obviously this part is the handle. So the brush has its very own anatomy, and it's very important to know the brush anatomy, because if you don't, then your acrylic application is not going to be top of the line, because you have to know which part of the brush to use while you're laying acrylic. Should you be using the very tip of the brush? Depends on where you are on the nail. Are you on the sidewalls? Are you in the cuticle area? If so, then you'll be using the very tip of the brush. You want a flat brush. This brush isn't yet flat. That's where pinching comes in, and pinching is important. Now, as a nail technician, I have met other nail technicians who prefer to have a round brush like this one and not pinched at all. However, from my experience, I found much better workability with acrylic, different acrylic products and different brands when the brush is pinched. So I'm going to show you guys how to pinch a brush. And then later on, I'll show you guys some acrylic application so you guys can see how I use my brush. This is the body of the brush. The thickest part of the brush is right in the middle, and that's called the body of the brush. Obviously, I feel like that makes sense. Sometimes when I'm explaining it in my classes, I call it the booty, just so people remember, like, it sticks out the most. So it's the highest point of the brush, the thickest point of the brush is the body of the brush. And that's the part of the brush that you use to really pat down and place your acrylic beads. And then the tip of the brush, again, is where you're at in your cuticle area. That's where you apply a very thin bead or thinner beads. That's where you have a little less control over your liquid, is at the very tip of the brush. So you have to know how and when and why to use the tip of the brush, and how, when, and why to use the body of the brush. So that's a little bit of brush anatomy. That is a big part of my class. I have to stop what I'm doing well, not stop what I'm doing, but I have to stop everything and explain brush anatomy, because if they don't get that first, then their acrylic application is not going to be the best. It's going to be good. It can still be good, but it's not going to be the absolute best. And that's where I want my students to be. I want them to be like right there. That's why you guys see my little swatch videos, and I'm realizing I see why they do a million, because I only use one bead. Okay, anyway. So I'm going to use these pliers. You get some pliers from AutoZone. I got like 50 different types. I have this type too. I'm trying to do all this without waking my son up, but I'm just being loud, and I'm just gonna wake him up because who cares? He ain't got no job. But I use tweezers, like, not tweezers, pliers like these. There's some other pliers that I use. I forgot what they're called. I know, because I'm not a tool person. This is like something like a needle nose or something crazy like that. And then the other pliers are like, I don't know. But I know they have different noses. I don't know. But when I go to AutoZone, I'll make sure I get a good pair for you guys and show you guys next time. Because I get mine from AutoZone, but you can find them at Dollar Tree, depending on how bougie a Dollar Tree is. Okay, so I'm going to line it up with this. Now, I've told you guys before, you don't have to line it up with this. You literally don't have to, but I see why other nail technicians teach it to you that way, because it's better to remember where your pinched part is, where your crimped part is. So naturally, you think pinching your brush is going to require you pinching right here, right? But I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to give you guys, there we go. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a close-up. I had to focus the camera. So naturally, you think that the brush is supposed to be pinched right here, because that's what it looks like when it's done. But it is not pinched right there. It's actually... Okay, I'm gonna slide. Do you see how I'm at the, if I pinch right now, I'll be pinching the very tip of the barrel. The very tip. So if I pinch right here, I'm pinching the tip of the barrel, but I'm gonna make the brush extremely flat if I do this, right? So I'm gonna go a little bit up the barrel, and I wanna get to the very tip of it. Now, I promise you guys, please, if you're going to do this at home, use an old brush or use a very, very cheap brush, or go buy some paint brushes from Michael's or something and practice on those first, because once you pinch a brush, you cannot unpinch it. And that's why I pinch every single brush that you guys get. I pinch it myself. You're welcome. I don't even trust the crew to do it no more. I do all the pinching myself. That's why my mama be on my head. Okay, so it's lined up. Boom, the MS-16, you can't really see the writing, but it's lined up, because that's where I want my pinch to be so I can identify it. Then I'm gonna go to the very tip of the barrel, not down the barrel, the very tip of the barrel. And this squeeze is gonna be so light, because remember, once you pinch it, you cannot unpinch it. If you ruin your brush, you ruined your brush. Please don't waste $50. I see other companies selling their brush for $75, y'all. Do not try to pinch a $75 brush yourself and just absolutely ruin it, because it's going to be so sad. So we're going to do a really, really light pinch. Just enough that I know I've changed the shape a little bit. And you can see those little indentations. I like those. Want to make sure they're not too deep. And I know you guys probably don't even see a difference, but this is no longer a circular barrel. It's now the shape of an egg, and that's how we want it, because then once it gets wet, that's what the bristles are going to do. It's going to be flat. Haha, did you see that? You guys know that little flounder from SpongeBob? Remember you saw him like this way? You saw him this way, and then when he turned, he was like this. Y'all know the bully flounder. We all seen every episode of SpongeBob. Isn't that crazy? We've all seen every single episode of SpongeBob. But anyway, so this is how we want the brush. We want it to be flat. We want it to be oval. We don't want it to be that round, sharp, pointed shape anymore, because the flat brush accommodates a nail. Haha, right? If I were to use one of these brushes and get this sharp tip, right? Because this is what it's going to look like when it's wet. it's not pinched. This does not accommodate a nail. That's not the shape of a nail, right? But we go to this flat brush. This is how it will look when it's wet. Well, it obviously will be a lot, you know, skintier. But this flatness, that accommodates a nail. Boom, perfectly. That's the shape that your nail is. And that's how you want to lay your acrylic. So that's why we pinch our brushes. That's why we crimp the brushes. There is a big difference, but the difference is not so vast that you can't learn how to do it like this. So definitely practice brushes both ways. Buy a brush that's not crimped, maybe like a cheaper one, and then buy ours, which comes crimped. And also, I never pinch it so hard to the point that you can't pinch it further. If you want a more flat brush or a wider brush, if you want to pinch your 16 to an 18, you can absolutely do that. You just have to pinch it a little bit further. And you can do that yourself. You can add a little bit more pressure to it, flatten the brush a little bit more, and then boom, you have a bigger brush. Maybe if you do a 1 bead method, or if you even like your acrylic a little bit more thin, you don't like your bead that thick, then you would flatten your brush out a little bit more. So those are different ways that you can use your brush. That was how I pinched brushes. These are all the brushes that I'm going to be pinching today. I only pinched like 30 yesterday. We didn't sell that many yesterday. I pinched like 30 yesterday, and then I'm going to pinch these, and then we have like another 30 that we're going to pinch. So those are going to be all the sale brushes, and then they'll be back to regular price. So they are $39, the number 16 brush. I did say, because I'm going to be using, since we're selling the number 16 brush, since it's on sale right now, I'm going to be using this brush, for the next couple months or so, because if you guys are going to be buying it, then I got to show you how to use it. And I've been showing you guys how to use the 14, and that's why we are out of stock of all the number 14 brushes. So we do have number 16s, and I don't want you guys to be scared of them. I'm going to show you how to use them. I'm going to show you how we pinch them, why we like them, why they're more versatile, and why you shouldn't be afraid of them. I know it's a big brush, it's intimidating, I totally get it, but y'all, it's about graduation, not deflation. So we're going to go up a size for you guys. And I'm going to show you guys that the brush works just as well. And you may pick up your acrylic application skills as far as speed goes. So that'll be cool, right? So make sure you guys are tuning in. Make sure y'all drop some purple hearts. And make sure you share the live. If y'all could do me a huge favor. Drop some purple hearts. Share the live. We did, oh my goodness, I have to shout out to all of the people who won. Well, not every single one of you guys, but for most of you guys who won the 39th order, and we refunded you your full amount and your orders on us. Y'all went back after we refunded you and bought more goodie bags. So it's like you just doubled your goodie bags. But I love you guys so much. I thank you so much. It was just funny to us because we were like, we gave them their money back and then they gave it right back. They gave it right back to us. So some of you guys are getting 4, 6, 8 goodie bags, even more. So I thank you guys so much for tuning in and loving us and taking care of us. I can't see all the comments, but I can see YouTube on my little app that I'm recording from right now. And I do see Nail Junkie. That's Nail Junkie. I'm going to spell it out for you guys in the comments on Facebook so you guys can see her YouTube and you can go subscribe to her YouTube. But I'm going to put her name in the comments because I need you to, because I know you're on YouTube, but I need you to find me on Facebook, or I need you to find me on Instagram at Sea Tonez Acrylic, and I need you to screenshot this and screenshot your account so that I know it's you, and send me your address so that we could send you a free goodie bag with a brush in it. But let me comment her what's that thing called? Her YouTube name. All right, y'all. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm actually going to head out now. I will be back later. Show you guys some more brush love. Brianna, Chanel, Taz. Good morning. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know the benefit of this page not being that big yet is that it don't be a lot of us here, so I get to see a lot. I get to be a little bit more interactive because it's not a lot of people here, and I know y'all ain't no cyber bullies, and I love you guys for that. I know people here are real supporters who've really been following both of my pages. So yeah, so for the three of you guys, Brianna, Chanel, Taz, yeah, I'm gonna be sending you guys a brush. So Brianna already won something. And Chanel, we already went crazy with her order. Taz, I'm sorry, I have not looked at the orders in like a day or so, so I really don't know if you ordered, but I know you be ordering a lot. So girl, don't worry, I got you too. I'm gonna take care of you guys. So I love you guys, and I hope that you guys share the live, and I'll see you guys later on the Nails by Mickey page. Make sure you guys please send this page, the Sea Tonez Acrylic page, your address. Nail Junkie on YouTube. Make sure you find us on Instagram or Facebook under Sea Tonez Acrylic. Send us a screenshot of all this goodness so that I can make sure that it's you. And I will send me your address. And that's all I need from y'all. I don't need nothing else from y'all. I don't need postage. I don't need none of that. Just send me your address and I will make sure that you have what I was giving away today. So I hope that you guys get the chance to purchase the brush. It's on sale right now for $39. I hope you guys get the chance to purchase it. For those of you guys who haven't gotten the chance to purchase it or have not won it, it is on sale. So I hope that you guys have a beautiful Saturday. I will see you guys later. And yeah, I'm out of here. God bless you. Shop on Sea Tonez. We still got sales going on.